Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. More and more of these new Metro monsters are coming out, so we have some more stats. We get to see who's the tankiest, who's the strongest, who's the slowest, who's the fastest. This is so much fun. We still don't really know what the beasts are going to do or what the street talents are going to look like, so that's going to have a huge impact on these monsters. But with that being said, let's do a monster analysis. Today we have two monsters. We have Frustrator. This is going to be, actually wait, Frutastor. Oh, I've been saying his name wrong the whole time. So it's literally like fruit taster. He tastes fruits. This is going to be the marathon monster. And then we also have Kaledrill, the free monster. This is from PvP. So let's start with the marathon monster. Is it worth grinding? Is it worth going for 85 laps, 120 laps, whatever your team is going for? Hopefully this video can help you figure it out. But once again, keep in mind, we don't know what impact the beasts are going to do to the game or what the street talents are going to do. I think we can gloss over the lore. You can read it on your own if you want to. So let's just get into the monster himself. So he is a corn. Actually, he's a banana. Now that I realize that he's a banana. Wait, this shows a picture of a corn. What do you guys think? Because since it has to do with fruits, I see strawberries, I see blueberries, some grapes, a kiwi. I'm thinking he's a corn now. I don't know. No, not a corn, a banana. This is a banana peel right here. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Rotten Bananas, that's even his skill name. Let's scroll down. He is a nature tank with support skills such as healing, life, and stamina regen. Evolving trait at rank 0, he's immune to torture. At rank 1, immune to possession. At rank 3, he gets life regen to all allies at the start of the battle. I like that. So, let's get into his stats. So, he boasts a life stat of 118,228. This is currently the highest in the game. The highest in the game. Kaledrill is in second place. We'll go over him in a little bit. And yeah, so this is the tankiest monster to date. And again, players are going to get him from the race ranked up. His power stat is 9856. This is right around the middle for the new monsters. And the speed stat, you might have guessed it, he's incredibly slow for the Metro era. 7040. This is the slowest one right now because the fastest one is Super Dream and Don K9 with 7392, who are deny monsters. But again, tankiest but slowest of the bunch. Trait we went over, torture immunity. I think this is really nice considering he's a tanky monster, considering he has a very, very high life stat. One of the easiest way to kill monsters with high life stat is to apply dots against them. Well, this monster doesn't need to worry about that because you cannot hit him with any single dot. Immune to possession at rank 1, so he can't be possessed. Right now, I don't think we've seen any of the new Metro monsters that can do possession, so this might be relevant moving forward, but currently not right now from Season 1. And then we have an area life regen. Your whole entire team, not just yourself, starts off with life regen. That is super nice. I'll take that any day. This monster can hold the Mask Relic and the Armor Relic. This monster is in Bugs Don't Matter right now. Alright, let's go into skills. Source of Vitamins heals by 30% and life regen. You know what? I actually like it because other than being an immediate heal, it's also a life regen, so it sets up a heal for the next turn. That's pretty cool. 0 damage, 0 cooldown, 24 stamina. We have Healthy Villain, removes 20% of total life from one enemy, applies stamina regen. 0 cooldown, so you can use this potentially every turn if you have the stamina for it. And 20% of total life may not seem significant, but depending, it could be, right? If this monster is there to tank and absorb attacks in some way, shape, or form, we'll see if he has Taunt or Megaton skill. I don't remember him having that. Potentially, when he gets a turn in, if you just need that extra percentage of damage against the enemy, this skill could potentially kill the enemy. Strawberry Shortcake deals moderate nature damage to one enemy, heals allies by 30%. So you damage everyone and you heal your whole entire team. Banana Milkshake deals moderate nature damage, gives 30% of stamina. So this monster can either heal your team by 30% or give stamina by 30%. So potentially really good, especially if you don't have a stamina regen relic on your side. We have Rotten Bananas, removes 30% of total life from all enemies, applies life and stamina regen. This is a phenomenal skill, I think. So especially against a Megaton monster, that is 90% of their total life, but that's not all. On top of that, you give your team life regen and you give your team stamina regen. So especially in those situations where you hit one of those Megaton monsters that hits you with a, with the Wang shield that removes all their stamina, hey, you don't gotta worry because you give yourself stamina regen. And then life regen is also useful because what if the enemy had a mud body and they dealt like 80k damage or 100k damage against you, and then quicksand. Now, fortunately, this monster does not get hit with quicksand, but you know what I mean? Like, the fact that you give a life regen is super nice. Alright, so I'm liking Rotten Bananas a lot. Healthy Salad heals allies by 30%, gives 30% of stamina. So this is basically Strawberry Shortcake and Banana Milkshake in one, minus the dealing damage to the enemy. Right? It's just immediate heal and immediate 30%. You know what? The more I think about this monster, he might potentially be a force to be reckoned with just because of all of his healing potential. Right? It's just like every other skill. If you run Strawberry Shortcake, 30% heal. If you run Healthy Salad, 30% heal. Rotten Bananas, life and stamina regen you have to deal with, and you risk getting hit with 30% of total life. He also starts the game off with life regen. He might be a force to be reckoned with on defense. Rotten Berries removes 30% of total life from all enemies, heals allies by 30%. There we go, another 30% heal. And Strawberry Gluttony applies double healing and heals itself by 50. This is literally a 100% heal. Now, the bad thing about this monster is he does not have a taunt, he does not have a mega taunt, so it is to some extent hard to use this monster, right? If the enemy runs someone that can stun, well, you're going to get stunned. If they run someone that can freeze, you're going to get freezed. So if you have this monster in a mega taunt and then some other monster, who's that other monster going to be, right? It's going to have to be an attacker or something. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not this monster ends up being good. But in terms of just his skills, you run all three 30% healing skills. You run Rotten Berries, you run Healthy Salad, you run your Banana Milkshake, no, not banana, you run Strawberry Milkshake. So those are all immediate heals. Every attack this monster does is healing, healing, healing. And then for your fourth and final skill, I would say you probably go Rotten Berries. You do gotta watch out for CDA, so maybe you want to swap it depending on how you're utilizing this monster. Maybe you run the single 20% spammable one. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to you. We have Fruit Buffet, removes 50% of total life from all enemies, removes negative effects from all allies, healed allies by 50%, another healing skill. Yeah, I like how having this monster in your team, especially if you go up against a team that relies on possession, oh, you're going to be fine. Now, yeah, this monster can't cleanse or anything, but he has so much healing output for your team. Again, the 30% heals, the life regens, the stamina regens. This monster could potentially prove to be quite formidable, especially since you got to take him down with brute force. He has torture immunity, so unless you trade disable him and then beat him up, nah, you have to beat him with brute force. So I'm potentially liking him a lot. Let's check out Kaledrill. So Kaledrill, he has a pretty small lore, but again, we're gonna skip it just for the sake of fairness. And let's see what he has. He's a metal attacker with shield breaks and torture such as Nightmare, Bleed, Drowned. Evolving trait at rank 0, he's hardened, rank 1, immune to blind, at rank 3, immune to stun. We've been seeing so many immune to stun monsters, which makes sense because Don K9 and Super Dream, they can stun. Now, Don K9 also has access to CDA, so you gotta watch out for him. But with that being said, I think it's funny that Kaledrill, actually, we will go over the lore a little bit. He's one of the henchmen, okay? He is one of the henchmen. But the funny thing is, Don K9 is light-based and Kaledrill is metal-based, so you have an elemental advantage. So if this henchman wanted to betray Don K9, honestly, he could probably kill him. He could probably OTK him. So with that being said, his life stat is 11, 14, 307. This is the second highest of all the monsters, so second to that of our little fruit taster over here. The power stat is 10,384. This is also incredibly high, the highest currently in the game. It beat that of Sapman, who had 10,208, and the speed stat is 7150, which is the second lowest that we've seen so far. Again, Fruit Taster being the slowest of the bunch. Alright, let's see. The Hardened Umbrella trait, I always like that. Immune to Blind, it's not the greatest, but at least you can get hit with Blind, Minor Blind, Total Blinds. And then the Self-Stun immunity, once again, it's actually beneficial because currently the monsters we've seen right now, they do rely on stunning. Trap and Sword. So Sword can increase damage output. Trap, if you get hit, you can drain enemy stamina. Let's see, you know the drill, removes shields from one enemy, deals moderate metal damage, spammable, and it also applies poison. New in the gang, removes shields from one enemy, deals moderate metal, and applies drowned. That's My Glass, removes shield from one enemy, moderate metal, applies bleed. So you have axes. Oh wait, we have a fourth one. Bankrupt, removes shield from one enemy, moderate metal damage, applies nightmares. So you basically get to choose your poison. Literally, do you want to poison? Do you want to drown? Do you want to bleed? Or do you want to do nightmares? Between all of these, I would say poison might possibly be the way to go. The thing about bleed is that a lot of monsters are actually immune to bleed, especially if they have the abomination trait, right? Nightmares could work with your sword. If you have Nishin Sword, you can drain enemy stamina, whoever you attack. The reason I like poison is because it reduces damage output by 20%, so that could prove useful. Drown, poison and bleed do the same thing, but again, more monsters are immune to bleed. Drown removes enemy stamina, so maybe you can synergize that somehow. But yeah, it's ultimately up to you at the end of the day. They're all 35 damage with all 0 cooldown, so it's just a different dot you're going after. Obviously, you can just change it for the situation. If you're facing a certain monster that's immune to poison, for example, don't run the poison skill. Yeah, but these are pretty straightforward. I do love that it removes shields, so if you're facing any of those Megaton monsters, start the game off with a shield. Nope. Remove shield first, and then attack. Moving on, we have Moneybags. Deals heavy metal damage, 50% chance of nightmares, bleed, and drown. So 3 in 1, but only a 50% chance. So most likely you're probably only going to be landing 1 or 2 of the 3. It's going to be rare where you actually land all 3, especially when enemies have Harden and Bulwark and Tough and whatnot. We have Axes Granted, applies shield block to an enemy, so no shields for them. Massive metal damage to an enemy. I love this. 70 damage attack already. 42 stamina cost, 2 turn cooldown, but this is crazy. Again, you can OTK Don Cannon with a skill like this. We have All In Cash, deals moderate metal to all enemies, 50% chance of applying poison to enemies. So this is your metal-based AoE. If you ever face a bomb beta, that bomb beta is going to get wrecked with this skill. And then we have Quick Money, removes shields from all enemies, deals moderate metal damage. Another skill that a bomb beta would get wrecked with right here. So shields are gone. And then 40 damage metal-based AoE. So overall, he is basically those straightforward attackers that we've come to know, right? Whenever new meta starts, it's just this monster strong. He has 2 powerful AoEs. One of them does something, one of them doesn't do anything, and it's just raw attack. And then he has massive attacks. So going over it, he has his 40 damage AoE that removes shields. He has 35 with a chance to poison. Between these two, I would only run the 40. Or you could run both, right? That's always an option. Turn 1, you do the 40. Turn 2, you do the 35. Access granted for sure for those situations where you can single target. And then money bags also be for those other situations when you want to single target, potentially land dots. I don't think you really need any of these spammable skills, but once again, it depends on who you're facing. If you're going up against someone that you know can activate cooldowns, then run one of them. Do yourself a favor, run one of them. You're going to be in trouble if you run non-CDA skills, or only CDA skills. And then Blackout Time applies True Vision and Pierce to itself. Total Blind to enemies, deal very heavy dark damage. I think it's interesting that this monster has metal-based attacks, but his ultimate is dark. So True Vision and Pierce, you will literally not miss. True Vision, your accuracy is doubled, and then Pierce, you bypass positive effects. Total Blind the enemy, so if they survive, they're not going to be able to hit you. And then dark damage to everyone. You're an attacker. You're running 2 strength and a speed or team speed, so you're probably going to kill everyone. Yeah, so I mean, he's a straightforward, strong attacker. And then as for Frustrator over here, he's like a supportive healer. That's more than a, yeah, I wouldn't even say he's really support because he doesn't remove negative effects or block positive effects on the enemy or anything like that, but he's just a healer. So he's a healer. He's a support healer. For him, he's a team speed monster, maybe single life, 2 team speed. Yeah, unless you're running him specifically. For newer players out there that maybe get him at rank 3. Here's the thing about this monster. Because his stats are higher than that of the current monsters in the game, the Corrupted era, you could probably 3-speed him, assuming you get him to rank 3, and he might be faster than rank 4 monsters, right? If you get this monster at rank 3, he might be faster than rank 4 Corrupted monsters, right? Who knows how the discrepancy will be between a rank 4 or rank 3 Frutastor versus a rank 5 monster. So maybe you run him with 3 speed just to lay that 30% of total life from the enemy. You know, that's a strategy too. When it's a new era, everything goes. Like, you can try out different unconventional things. Once again, going back to Master Rat, being able to use him as an attacker even though he's support, all because of a new era and increased stats and everything. So it'll be interesting to see what players do. So with that being said, let me know what your comments are, what your thoughts are on Frutastor and Kaledrill. Who do you like? Who do you not like? Who do you like so far overall from the monsters we've gone over? Any not thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much, and remember to subscribe.